Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the 2020 NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go to Elliott again, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Shift together here from the D-line. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him the message.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 21 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz. made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go. Green, throw it over.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on third down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. On the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now he's flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 49 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They give them a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 52 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Whoosh. Another miss.
Still on his, and he will score. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Back to throw now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. That's out to Hill, right side complete. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The play clock's running down. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's caught at the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That's fielded in the end zone. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
it's
significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this will be a touchdown. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a nickname because they've played like the great defenses of the past. The Steel Curtain, Doomsday, the no-name defense. We might have to come up with one for these guys.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds Browns able to take it down to the 40. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Switch. Ohio. Flex round.
After the interception, here's Watson. He sets to fight. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches just...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. Gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. On third down, that's White, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Texans add on. And he knocks it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 60 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Try at 38!
And again this time to the tailback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way down to the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl.